After the person rests for a few hours, a second scan is performed and the resulting image is compared with that obtained during exercise. Doctors can then distinguish areas of the heart where inadequate blood flow is reversible, usually caused by narrowing of the coronary arteries, from areas where it is irreversible, usually caused by scarring due to a previous heart attack. If a heart attack may have occurred very recently, technetium-99 is used instead of thallium-201. With technetium, damage due to a heart attack can be detected after 12 to 24 hours and up to about a week. Unlike thallium, which accumulates primarily on normal tissue, technetium accumulates primarily in abnormal tissue. However, because technetium also accumulates in bone, the ribs somewhat obscure the image of the heart. A specialized type of radionuclide imaging called single photon emission computed tomography can produce a series of computer-enhanced cross-sectional images. A three-dimensional image can also be produced and provides more information about function, blood flow, and abnormalities than does conventional radionuclide imaging. In positron emission tomography, a substance necessary for heart cell function, such as oxygen or sugar, is labeled with a radioactive substance, radionuclide, that gives off positrons, that is, electrons with a positive charge. The labeled nutrient is injected into a vein and reaches the heart in a few minutes. PET is used to determine how much blood is reaching different parts of the heart muscle and how different parts of the heart muscle produce what is critically necessary for good health. Now, with respect to good health, as I was saying before, the metabolized various substances, for example, when labeled sugar, are injected. Doctors can determine which parts of the heart muscle have an inadequate blood supply because those parts use more sugar than normal. PET scans produce clearer images than do rather other radionuclide procedures. However, the procedure is very expensive and not widely available. It is used to research and in cases in which simpler, less expensive procedures are inconclusive. The person is placed inside a ring-shaped PET scanner which detects radiation all around the person and records sites of high activity. The more active an area of the heart muscle, the more positrons it takes up and the more radiation it gives off. Different colors in the resulting scan indicate how active different areas of heart muscles are. A computer constructs a three-dimensional image of the heart. Cardiac catheterization used with coronary angiography is the most accurate method of diagnosing coronary artery disease. Used together, the two procedures are the only way to directly measure the pressure of blood in each chamber of the heart and to obtain an image of the interior of coronary arteries. In a type of angiography in which X-rays are taken as a radiopaque dye is injected into the left or right ventricle of the heart through a catheter. It is performed during cardiac catheterization. Based on the pumping ability of the heart, based on the heart's pumping ability, as I said, doctors can calculate the ejection fraction, the percentage of blood pumped out by the left ventricle with each heartbeat. Evaluation of the heart's pumping helps determine how much of the heart has been damaged. Pulmonary artery catheterization is a useful measure of overall heart function. Angiography of the peripheral arteries, those of the arms, legs, and trunk, except those supplying the heart, is similar to coronary angiography. If Doppler ultrasonography or X-ray detection is a problem in a peripheral artery, then selective angiography is performed to determine whether angioplasty or bypass surgery is needed. In selective angiography, the radiopaque dye is injected through a catheter into an artery in the area to be studied and thus is concentrated in that area. Angiography of the aorta, that is, aortography, can be used to detect abnormalities such as an aneurysm or a dissertation or a dissection in the aorta. Okay.
Pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. Just rough edges.